What was that fruit that Eve ate in the Garden of Eden from the tree of knowledge of good and evil? If you were to ask almost any adult in the Western world, I think you would get one answer, which is it was an apple. How did this idea come about? We know from this week's Torah reading of Bereshit, when we begin the Torah again and we are introduced to the tree of knowledge of good and evil, that the Torah never says it was an apple tree. Interestingly, it may come from a confusion in the Latin. In Latin, the word for evil is malum. The word malodorous, something that has a bad smell. Mal means evil. But there's another word that is in Greek related to the Latin for apple, which is malum. So we have malum, an evil apple, and hence we have the apple connected to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But our sages say it was anything but an apple tree. It could have been a grape, maybe a fig, wheat, some kind of a nut, combination of all of those, but it's not clear. All it says in the Torah is that the tree was desirable and that Eve desired it and that she set her eyes on it, her heart on it, and then she was eating it. How does it come to be understood of what kind of fruit this was? There's one other possibility, which comes from a fruit that we just use in our celebration of Sukkot, and that is the etrog. In the Torah, when we're told how to celebrate Sukkot, we're told to take the leaves of the palm and the willow and the myrtle, together with what's called the pre-Eitz Hadar, the fruit of the goodly tree. Again, a name isn't given, but in Aramaic, it's called the etrog. Etrog is Aramaic and related to the word tarog, which means desirable. The etrog is called the desirable fruit, and it's related to the tree of knowledge of good and evil, which was desirable. How is it that we are using a fruit that is associated with something negative, that we are taking it and using it towards something very positive and holy? And perhaps that's where the key is and the lesson for us. The Christian idea is that it was evil, an evil apple. But we are talking about desire. Desire is good. Desire is powerful. We were meant to desire. Our only challenge is, what do we desire? Desire, when it's put in the wrong direction, if we desire things that don't belong to us, we desire things that are self-destructive, can destroy others, can take us to a very dangerous place. But when desire is directed towards things that are holy, eternal, that build us up and build other people up, then desire is amazing and is a cause for great joy. On Sukkot, we took this idea of desire and we focused it on something that was holy and special and that was going to be something that would build us up. As we're starting the Torah over again, having just used this fruit for 7 days, we are giving ourselves the reminder that desire is good and that we want to set our desire and our eyes on things that are healthy for us and are good for us. God willing, we will be able to not make Eve's mistake, and we will put our desire towards things that can only do us good. And it will be truly the fruit of the goodly tree, an etrog, the tarog, the desire that takes us to only the greatest places. Have a good Shabbos.